Shark Nation, what is good, man? And welcome back. I'm IC3 3000 to be exact. And listen, man, we are in the grand finale of season 1, episode 14, man. This is going to be the very last episode of this first season, man. And listen, it has been one heck of a ride, man. The Sharks end up finishing up with a record of 7-5, and you can see we had some highs, we had some lows, man, throughout the season, but we also be able to finish out with a good record. So we'll take it, man. But anyway, if we take a look at last week, you can see we had a doubleheader where we faced off against Cal and UCF, where the Sharks were able to pull out victories in both of those games, all while completing a challenge that came down from the Board of Athletics, man. So we are going to be seeing some brand new stadium enhancements next year, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It is going to be crazy. But anyway, man, the Sharks ended up handling business at the end of the season, coming away with back-to-back wins, finishing off with a good record of 7-5, and ultimately getting a bowl bid, man. So listen, gotta give it up for the dog. Shark Nation, listen, for a first season, you can't ask for much more, man. You can't demand perfection. You know, we gotta build this thing. You feel me? We gotta build this house, and that's exactly what we're doing. So looking at some of the big plays over the season, man, it just gives us a chance to reflect and really appreciate the growth of this team, man. They come a long way. We had some really huge upset wins over the season, and ultimately, man, I'm super proud of these boys. But listen, we got a spotlight. We have a Shark spotlight, and we are going to unveil the first individual award winner in Sharks history. The Biletnikoff Award, best receiver in the country, goes to none other than Jared Glover, aka Baby Megatron, aka get it to 10 and let him win. Listen, man, congratulations to the big guy. He's going to be walking away with a trophy right here, individual recognition, and listen, he definitely deserved it. I mean, time and time again, he came up for big plays for the Sharks. When we needed to play late in the game, you know who we were going to. Jared Glover, MVP of the Sharks team, to say the least. But listen, man, we're super proud of this kid right here, and we can't wait to see what he's got next year. If he decides to come back, we're still not sure. But hey, this hardware is going to be looking real good in the Sharks trophy case, and we're super excited about that. But now that we took a look in the past, it is time to focus on right now. And right now, the Sharks are gearing up for the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, our first bowl game in Sharks history and program history. And listen, this is a huge opportunity to put this program on the map. And we're going to be facing off against the Louisville Cardinals, who honestly, we haven't had much time to scout, so we really don't know what they're about. So this could be a dogfight, it could be a blowout. We don't know, but we're preparing for battle. The Sharks are going to be ready to go to war and try to put this program on the map. So without any more delay, man, it is game time. The Sharks in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And listen, it's time to get down to the field and handle business. As you can see, the Sharks getting ready to take the field, man. Everybody is hyped. You can see Shark Nation, Shark Faithful in attendance, man. Stadium is packed out. And we're going to go ahead and get to the field and get ready for the coin toss and see how we're going to start this game off. And as you can see, man, Joe Lovelady is suited up and ready to go. He's come back from devastating injury earlier in the season, man, and he is going to be able to play the last game of the season 1 Guaranteed Rate Bowl. So this is going to be super excited as we see the Cardinals won the coin toss and the Sharks are going to kick this ball off to get this game started. And so Fitton's got it lined up, and he kicks this ball away, and it looks like it will be returned as Evans feels the kick, and he takes it upfield and then gets absolutely decapitated by Hubbard. So the Sharks starting the game off strong right there with a big hit to open the game up. And now we see the Cardinals take the field for the first time in this game. The ball is on the 24, and we're going to see what they got going. So they go with a pitch to the right-hand side of Cavender, who's got nowhere to go and gets tackled in the backfield by Justice for a loss of 3 right there. So the Sharks on back-to-back plays really trying to set the tone, especially on this defensive side of the football, man. As you can see, the Sharks were actually ranked 4th in the nation in total defense, man. So that's a really good stat. It's a surprising stat, honestly, as some of the games we had were high scoring. But anyway, on second down, we're going to see Thurman look over the middle to his receiver, but McGee is right there to break that pass up. And it almost took a Sharks bounce and got intercepted, but we'll take the incompletion. So now we're looking at 3rd and 13, ball on the 21. And you can hear Shark Nation making some noise, trying to cheer on this defense to get a stop on 3rd down on this first drive. And we see the Cardinals go with a pass off to the left, and it's completed to Davis, who comes down with the catch and then tiptoes his way past the first down marker, but then is pushed out of bounds. So after a couple really good hits and some nice plays by the Sharks defense, the Cardinals were able to respond and convert the down right there. So now the ball's on the 37, and we see they're going to hand off to Cavender, the X-Factor running back right up the middle, who's going to spin and work his way past the first down marker on his second carry of this game. And that was a good run right there. And the Cardinals are starting to respond after the Sharks defense started out hot, but now they're starting to move the chain. So we'll see how the Sharks defense responds after that. We're going to see they're going to go with a play action, but Tyler is right there in the backfield. and he comes away with the sack, and you can see Shark Nation is on their feet, making some noise, getting hype in this game. And that was a great read right there by our guy 22 Tyler. Didn't see a whole lot of action through the season, but came up with a huge play right there in one of the most important games of Sharks history, and we're loving it. So after that big play by Tyler right there, it's now 2nd and 17, ball on the 41. We're going to see Thurman drop back the pass. He's under all types of pressure. He spins off one tackle, gets the throw off, but it does not get completed as Edwards was right there to make that play. Good to see Edwards back up on his feet and making plays on the defensive side of the ball, man. So now we've got another 3rd down for the Cardinals, 3rd and 17. Shark Nation is on their feet, making some noise once again. We'll see if we can't get a stop this time as Thurman drops back. He finds his receiver over the middle, and then McCowan comes down with the catch and gets drilled by Hubbard again. So Hubbard is on one this game, making an impact early. And so after that big hit right there, we're going to see the Cardinals punt the ball away, and Edwards is not going to take a chance on this one as it's inside the 10. He lets it bounce into the end zone. And so we're going to see the Sharks take the field on the offensive side of the ball for the first time in this game. And we are ready to go after a big stop right there by the defense. They're going to start with the ball on the 20. It's got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first quarter as we see Vincent, the lone back in the backfield with Joe Lovelady under center. And if you've been watching from the beginning of the season, you already know how we like to start these games. We're going to go with a handoff to Vincent off to the left, who muscles his way up the middle for a gain of about 3 or 4 right there. So we're going to finish the season off the way we started it. And man, so far so good. A gain of 4 right there. Ball on the 24, about 2 minutes left in this first quarter. We see the Sharks go I form as Joe Lovelady drops back the pass. He's scrambling off to his left. He's got a little bit of space. He had Glover up to the top, but he ends up keeping the ball and getting a first down with a nice little scramble right there. So it's good to see Lovelady back in good health, making some plays with his feet, which is not his usual play, but hey, we'll take it. It's a first down. So anyway, after that nice little scramble right there, we're going to see Vincent take the handoff to the left-hand side and get dropped in the backfield. Loss of 4 right there. So that's kind of setting the Sharks back a little bit. But it's going to be 2nd and 14. Ball on the 27, about 1:39 to go. As we see Joe Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's serving the field, looking for Higgins over the top, but just not able to get enough air under that throw right there, and it was batted down by the safety. So now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 14. Trying to make a statement on this first drive right here in our first bowl game ever. As we see Lovelady drop back to pass again. He's under pressure by the X-Factor linebacker. He is not able to escape and gets tackled in the backfield for a huge loss right there. And maybe it's just a little bit of rust. Lovelady not being in a few of these games, out with injury. Would have loved to see him throw that ball out of bounds and just get rid of it. You know, we live and we learn. Let that one burn. Anyway, it's going to be 4th and 33, and we are on our own 8. So we are definitely putting this thing away as Rice lines it up, and it is almost blocked. He barely gets it away. I mean, gets a decent kick. Gets it past the 50, almost to the 45. And so the Cardinals will take the field on offense yet again, and the Sharks need to try to make a big stand after that, you know, somewhat so-so offensive drive. So with the ball on the 46, about a minute left to go in this first quarter, we see the Cardinals take the field again as Thurman drops back the pass. He's looking for his receiver off to the left on a little bubble route, but that is broken up by Troop. Made a great read right there, got his hand out, batted that football down. So now it's 2nd and 10, and we see they're lining up with what looks like 2 tight ends to the right-hand side. Cavender's going to take the handoff to the right-hand side and juke and muscle his way up near the first down marker. Not sure if he quite got there as they mark him short. It's 3rd and 1, and we see Cavender starting to heat up a little bit as his X Factor is starting to go crazy, and we see him take a handoff to the left-hand side, and he breaks a tackle by Edwards, and he's off to the races, and he is going to score the first touchdown in this bowl game. Just as we said, he was starting to heat up. He breaks off a 45-yard touchdown run, and I mean, he went untouched until he got to the safety level, and Edwards just not able to stop that X Factor right there. As we see Cavender make his mark on this game. And so now it's the Sharks' turn as we see Edwards lined up to return this kick, and he does return it, and he's out to about the 20. Gets a little bit past the 20 and is brought down. So the Sharks are going to take the field right at the 21. About 30 seconds left in this first quarter, and we are looking to answer after that huge run by the Cardinals running back right there. We're going to hand it off to a running back of our own, Vincent, who takes it up the left-hand side for a nice chunk play right there. Gain of about 11 and a first down. So we're moving those chains. And in the last 2 games of the season, Vincent really kind of showed out a little bit, so we definitely want to incorporate him more in this last game, man, as we hand it off to him again, and he gets another gain of about 4 right there. So with the final seconds ticking down in this first quarter, we're looking at Joe Lovelady, who's going to go play action. Drifting to his right, he's under pressure. He's looking for Higgins over the top. Higgins has a step, but it's tipped up by the safety and then intercepted by Jenkins. And then Higgins comes out of nowhere, strips the football, and gets it back for the Sharks at the 30. So what looked like was going to be a crazy turnover ends up working out in the Sharks' favor somehow, and the ball is now on the 31. Sharks are in excellent field position and looking to score. So that right there was a crazy turn of events, but hey, sometimes you just get lucky, and we're going to hand off to Vincent right up the middle, who's got a lane. He's got a crease. He tried to make a move on a safety, but he gets brought down right at the 15. So like I said, man, Vincent is starting to heat up a little bit himself, and maybe we just need to keep giving 23 to Rock and let him take us to pay dirt. But anyway, man, 1st and 10 on the 15, and we go to Vincent maybe one too many times, and he gets hit right there. And that's a hit he's definitely going to remember for quite some time. Took him almost off of his feet right there. So maybe we give Vincent a little break. But anyway, man, we are in the red zone. The Sharks can smell a touchdown. We can smell points on the board, and honestly, we got to have them as we're getting close to the end of the second quarter. And we see Lovelady go with a slant to Glover right over the middle. So this is the first Glover sighting we're seeing in this game. The Biletnikoff winner, receiver of the year. We have got to get him involved in this game. And so now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 1. They're going to hand off to Vincent up the middle, who is not able to make the line to gain. And so now it's 4th and 1, ball on the 6. And you can hear Shark Nation chanting to Coach Hughes, go for this one. And he is going to oblige. If you know anything about Coach Hughes, he is not playing it safe, especially in the biggest game in Sharks history. We're going for this thing. So we're lined up in I formation. Lovelady under center. We're going to go with a triple option. Lovelady's going to keep it, and he takes it just past the first down marker, and the Sharks are able to convert on that crucial play right there. And you can see Lovelady is feeling it right now. 1st and goal, ball on the 4. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. The score is 7-0. The Cardinals are up as we go with a play action to Vincent, and Lovelady just had absolutely no time to make anything happen. The Cardinals defense read that one to perfection, and that's going to be a loss right there of about 5. So on 2nd and goal still, ball is now on the 9, coming close to 2 minutes left in the second quarter as we see Lovelady drop back the pass again. He's surveying the field, and he's drifting to his left. He's got nowhere to go, so he ends up keeping it and scampers for about 2 yards after getting out of bounds. And so this Sharks drive is starting to stall a little bit as we're still in the red zone trying to score. Not quite able to put something together right now as we see Lovelady drop back the pass, and he's going to find Glover over the middle on a quick slant for the Sharks' first touchdown in the Guarantee Rate Bowl. And that quick slant from Glover inside the 10 is almost a guarantee. And so we see the Sharks come away with a touchdown right there. And now we're looking on Fenton to go ahead and tie this ball game up, and he does just that. And so it is now a 7-7 ball game. 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and we got a halfway decent game cooking up right now. So the Sharks defense takes the field again after that kickoff. The ball is on the 28, and then we'll see if they can recover after giving up that huge run to Cavender on the last Cardinal drive. So you see Thurman is going to go with play action to Cavender as he rolls off to his right. He's got a receiver one-on-one matchup with Hubbard, but Hubbard comes away with a great play once again. And right now, Hubbard is looking like he's trying to win Defensive Player of the Game in this bowl game, man. He is having one heck of a first half. Got to give it up for Hubbard right there. So after a nice play right there, we're looking at 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 28, about 1 minute and 52 seconds left as Thurman is in shotgun. He's dropped back the pass. He's looking over the middle, and he finds Cavender for a first down right there. So the Cardinals really leaning on their star running back right now, and he is answering the call, making big play after big play. So it's now 1st and 10, ball on the 40 as we see Thurman drop back the pass again, but this time he has no time as we see Smith, number 99, come knifing right in, almost unblocked for the big-time sack on the quarterback right there. Loss of 8. So the Sharks defense showing a whole lot of life right now. Big play right there as we're looking at 2nd and 18, ball on the 32. And we see Cavender lined up as a single back in the backfield as Thurman is going to drop back the pass again. He's looking for his receiver over the left-hand side, but that one was broken up right there. Defended to perfection. And so now the Cardinals offense is looking for answers right now as the Sharks defense kind of make a good stand on 3rd and long. They're going to go with a pass over the middle, but McGee read that one like a book. And so that's going to turn it out to be 4th and 18. You got to imagine that they're going to punt this ball away with about 1.5 minutes left in the second quarter. So maybe the Sharks can get the ball back on offense and score right before half. And so we do see the Cardinals punt the ball away, and the Sharks take the field on offense again with 1 minute and 19 seconds left on the 26. So let's see what we can do with it as we hand off to Vincent, who's got a whole lot of room in front of him. He breaks one tackle and finally gets brought down just short of the first down marker. That clock is still running. So we're going to see the Sharks go with a hurry-up offense, try to make something happen here, getting close to that minute mark as we see them line up again. And we're going to hand right back off to Vincent, who's going to get stopped right in his tracks and not pick up anything. So that clock is still ticking. It's 3rd and 1, ball on the 35. You see Lovelady in shotgun. You see the Cardinals bring a blitz. Lovelady's got to roll off to his right. He's got nowhere to go, but he throws up a prayer to Glover, and Glover comes down with the catch, and he's still running, and he's going to score. And baby Megatron does it again. A 65-yard touchdown bomb from Lovelady to Glover, man. We've seen that all season long. And what a play right there. Glover is just too good. He cannot be guarded. And so that right there is going to put the Sharks ahead 13-7 with only 36 seconds left to go before halftime. And so Fenton is lining up this extra point attempt, trying to put the Sharks up by a full 7. And the kick is up. It goes right through the uprights. And it is now 14-7. The Sharks are up in our first bowl game ever. Looking really good right now. Kind of getting a little bit lucky on some of these plays, but you can call it luck or you can call it skill. I don't care what you call it. We're winning right now. But anyway, the Cardinals are going to take the field again with 33 seconds left. Ball is on the 29, and all the momentum is on the Blue Sharks side. And so we see Thurman drop back to pass again. He was under all types of fire, threw up a dangerous pass over the middle that was almost intercepted. It was Blue Sharks all around that football, and right now the Sharks are riding high. So now with only 30 seconds left before halftime, it's 2nd and 10, ball on the 29. We see Thurman drop back in shotgun, and he's kind of drifting around. He does find Hardy, who's got a little bit of space, and he's found a crease, and he's working his way up the field and finally gets tripped up by Edwards. But he got all the way down to the 35, and so that was a huge chunk play right there from Thurman to Hardy. Hardy kind of did all the work as he found some space and just outran all the Sharks defenders. Thankfully, Edwards was able to use some of his speed and finally catch up to him. But now we're going to see Thurman drop back the pass again, drifting to his right, and he's going to get brought down yet again. Justice right there with a big-time play late in this second quarter, man. Just as Thurman was getting ready to let that thing fly, Justice comes in and says, no, sir. And so the clock is still running after that big play. 8 seconds left on the clock. Cardinals trying to go hurry up. You got to imagine they're going to throw this one as far as they can, but they are not going to be able to get that one off. And that was McGee right there who shut that play down. Back-to-back sacks on the quarterback right there by the Blue Sharks defense, and they have come to play. Like I said, man, the momentum is with the Blue Sharks right now. And so on 3rd and 21, ball is on the 46, only 1 second left in the second quarter. This right here has to be a Hail Mary. So we see Thurman drop back to pass, and he's under pressure, and he is not even going to get the throw off. And so the Sharks are going to go into halftime on top, 14-7. Looking really good in this ball game, man. And that right there is going to take us into halftime. And so now we're getting to our halftime report brought to you by WX Sports Gear, man. And we are proud to announce that WX Sports Gear is now the official partner of the Seattle Blue Sharks, man. And you love to see it, man. We've been rocking with WX Sports Gear since the beginning. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get into this halftime report. The Sharks are up 1 score. And honestly, in the first half of the game, man, it's really been all Blue Sharks defense, man. We had some big plays from the offense, don't get me wrong, but the defense has dominated this Cardinals offense all first half. The Cardinals did have a big run, 45-yard touchdown by their star running back. But other than that, man, it's been a really good game by the Sharks defense. Now, the Sharks offense has been able to move the ball. We did see them kind of stall out. The drive stalled out when we got down in the red zone. But other than that, man, I feel like the Sharks are really taking control of this game and really trying to go out the end of the season, man, on top, making a big statement, not only for this program, but making a statement in the Pac-12, man. You know, we got a lot of doubters, a lot of haters, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves in this game, but we are feeling really confident, man. The defense has stepped up and made big plays, has put the quarterback under pressure time and time again, couldn't even get throws off at the end of that half, man. So you love to see it right there. So now it's time to get into the WX Sports Gear player of the half, and we gotta go with our guy, Jared Glover. 3 receptions for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. In the last game of the season, man, we are gonna give our guy an A+ for his WX Sports Gear performance grade. And listen, we said we needed to get the big guy involved, and that we definitely did, man. You can see he's only had a few touches but made a big impact in this game. So now we'll get into some halftime adjustments with Coach Hughes. And number 1, finish strong. It's the last game of the season, and we want to go out with a bang, man. We want to win this game, so we got to finish strong. Number 2, let 10 spin. We already seen Jared Glover's work only on 3 touches. We want to let him work a little bit more. So then lastly, play Sharks football. This is the last game of season 1. And listen, it's been a long road, but this is what we do. This is how we get down, okay? Play Sharks football. Let's finish this game strong. Let's go out with a dub. And like I said, man, this halftime report was brought to you by WX Sports Gear, the official partner of the Seattle Blue Sharks. WX Sports Gear. World-class athletes deserve world-class sports gear. So now, man, it is time to get back to this ball game. Get into the second half where the Sharks are going to receive the ball to start the second half, up 14-7. And we're going to see Edwards back to return. And he's actually going to bring this one out of the end zone and get up to about the 20-yard line. And the Sharks offense are taking the field to start the second half, man. Trying to make some history right here. The second half is going to determine what the first ever season of the Sharks looks like, man, as we look back. And so on the first play of the second half, we go Vincent handoff, and he does not pick up anything right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, ball on the 18. You can see the crowd is hyped, man. The intensity is high. And we need the Sharks to do something right here. So we're going to go direct snap to Vincent on 2nd down, who picks up a few yards right there. And so now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and 7, ball on the 21. And they're going to come out and shotgun with Vincent to Lovelady's right. And we see Higgins motion over to the right-hand side with Glover lined up as a front man. X Factor going crazy. And we see Lovelady drop back the pass. He's drifting to his left. He is under pressure. And he throws a dangerous pass in heavy traffic. And that one was almost intercepted. We're actually lucky that wasn't intercepted. Threw it right in the breadbasket of 2 defenders right there. And so right there you see again, maybe a little bit of rust from our quarterback, man. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and punt this ball away and give it back to the Cardinals offense. Starting with the ball on the 41, they're going to go with a handoff to Cavender on the right-hand side, who picks up about 15 right there, making some really nice moves. And we see A.J. Hubbard went down on that last play. And that's a huge shot for the Sharks defense, as he has been a big-time playmaker thus far, coming up with big hits, pass deflections, all types of stuff. So hopefully it's just a little stinger and we'll be able to get him back on the field. But anyway, man, it is 1st down, ball on the 46, as we see Thurman looking for his receiver on the left-hand side, but that one was broken up right there. And so the Sharks pass defense has actually looked pretty good in this game. The only thing that's been a little bit shaky is the run defense. As we see the Cardinals go with a play action, and Thurman had all types of time, but then he is quickly reminded that he didn't have much more, as Justice gets his 2nd sack in this game. And we really need him to make a big impact, as we see him do a lot very often. In the second half of the season, man, he comes up with another huge play right there. So now it's a 3rd and long for the Cardinals offense, and this is exactly where the Sharks wanted to be. So Thurman is going in shotgun. He makes an off-balance throw across body, cross field, and that one is swatted down by Troop. But Thurman takes a huge hit right there as he let that ball go, and the Sharks defense are definitely trying to make a statement right now, putting big hit after big hit together. Really just trying to intimidate this Cardinals offense, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of it. But anyway, man, we get some good news, and we see that Hubbard will return in this game. He's just got a minor shoulder strain, so that right there is good news. And speaking of good news, we see Lovelady make the connection to Higgins deep over the middle of the field. And this is the first time we are calling out Higgins' name. And that right there was a huge play right there after a nice stop by the defense. The Sharks offense starting to get it together rather quickly, coming out on 1st down, getting a huge chunk play. So it's good to see from Lovelady too. Hopefully we can get him in some kind of rhythm, as we have seen him make some questionable throws, early in this 3rd quarter. So the ball is now on the 49. We see Lovelady in shotgun again, and this time he is going to be brought down in the backfield, as the Cardinals brought the blitz right there, and the Sharks O-line was just not ready for it. Lovelady had no time to go anywhere with that football. He just takes the sack. So now we're looking at 2nd and 17 as we hand off to Vincent, who is met by a host of Cardinal defenders, and he does not go anywhere. So Louisville trying to remind themselves on how they got to this game, man, and they're starting to pick up the intensity on defense. And so now the Sharks are looking at 3rd and long as Lovelady drops back to pass, drifting to his left and run out of time yet again. And this time he does throw the interception to Battle, who takes it all the way up past the 30. And just as we were saying, we wanted to get Lovelady in some kind of rhythm, he goes and does that and throws the pick. They almost threw it right to Battle right there, right in the breadbasket, as he was under tremendous pressure. Great spiral throw just to the wrong person. So anyway, that is going to be a huge turnover in the second half. So now the Cardinals offense are in great field position. Ball is on the 28. Got about a minute left in this 3rd quarter, man. And we see they're going to go with a handoff to Cavender on the left-hand side, who skirts his way up and almost gets another 1st down. And so Cavender has really been the focal point of this Cardinals offense, and they are starting to rely on him a lot more. And he is producing at a high level right now. So the Sharks are definitely going to have to tighten that up, as we're looking at 2nd and inches, ball on the 18. And Thurman's going to go play action to Cavender as he rolls out to his right, and he finds his tight end Walker, who gets the first down and then is brought down by Matthews with a short tackle right there. So it's now 1st and 10, ball on the 13, 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Getting to the end of this game. And we see Cavender take the ball up the middle, and he's got a lane, and he's got touchdown number 2 for the Cardinals. And that play right there was just ran to perfection. No one touched him. So Cavender is making big time plays for his team as they go and try to tie this ball game up, and they go and do it. And so it's now 14-14 with 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Getting close to the fourth quarter into this game, crunch time, and we see the Sharks offense take the field again. Ball on the 20, it's 1st and 10. So we're going to see a handoff to Vincent, but he is brought down quickly as the DN was able to get off of his block and make a good play right there. So it's now 2nd and 10, ball on the 20, about 10 seconds left in the third quarter as the Sharks line up to maybe try to run one more play before this quarter is out. As we're winding down, and Lovelady does get the snap off. And he is drifting to the left-hand side, and he's looking for a receiver over the top. And that right there was another dangerous throw. But anyway, man, that is the end of the third quarter, and we are now in the fourth quarter. Get them floors up. It is tied 14-14. The Sharks trying to put a cap to the end of a good season, but we got to finish strong. So anyway, we see Lovelady drop back the pass, looking for Glover on a 3rd and long conversion. They are not able to make the connection. And you can see, man, Lovelady trying to tell Glover, man, you got to catch that one. But hey, we live to play another play. So anyway, man, we are going to go ahead and punt the ball back to the Cardinals. And they're going to take the field on the 37. So it's a tie ball game, 14-14. It's been a great game up to this point. Can the Sharks defense make a stop as Cavender goes up the middle for another decent gain of 4 right there. And he is on a roll. As you see, they hand off to Cavender yet again. And he's able to pick up a couple of tough yards right there. And so now the Cardinals are looking at 3rd and 4. They've gone 2 for 6 on 3rd down conversions thus far. Can the Sharks get another stop as they look for a receiver over the top on the right-hand side? But Williams was right there to break that pass up. Great play by Williams right there. So after a short stint on offense, the Cardinals punt the ball back to the Sharks to take over on the 15. And we need points on the board as we've got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we see a direct snap goes to Vincent, who's trying to use some speed to get to the outside edge, and he's got it. He gets a first down and then some, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. So now the ball is on the 30, and the Sharks trying to get some momentum on offense. We've seen a couple drives stall out. Lovelady made some bad throws, a couple mistakes here and there. We really need to get the ball rolling here as we see Glover motion to the left-hand side. And Vincent is going to take this handoff, moving to his left, and he's going to go up the middle, breaks one tackle, and he's still rumbling after another good game right there. And he's letting you know, I need the rock, first down. So after another really good run by Vincent, it is now 1st and 10, ball on the 46. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the last quarter of the season as we see Lovelady go back in shotgun, looking for a receiver over the left-hand side, trying to force it to Glover at this point, and almost throws another devastating interception. We need him to make some better decisions. And so now the Sharks are looking at 2nd and 10, still on the 46, as we see Edwards makes his first appearance on offense. And that is definitely not how he imagined his first carry in this bowl game would go, as he got blindsided in the backfield. And so now it is 3rd and 12. The Sharks need to convert right here. So now Lovelady is surveying the field. He's throwing to his receiver, Palmer, over the top, and Palmer comes down with it on the sideline for a huge game right there and takes the Sharks all the way down to the 26. Lovelady doesn't think he caught it, but he definitely did. That is a first down late in this fourth quarter. Phenomenal throw and catch right there. If you've been watching through the season, that is a play that Coach Hughes loves to call, and Palmer has showed up in big-time situations time and time again, and he did again right there. 1st and 10, ball on the 26. The Sharks are knocking on the door. They can smell blood in the water as we hand off to Vincent, who's muscling his way up for a gain of about 2 right there. So late in the fourth quarter, it's a tie game, and the Sharks are knocking on the door, trying to get some points on the board and take the lead in this game. We have just hit the 2-minute mark, and we see Lovelady in shotgun with Edwards off to his right. And it looks like they're going to go with a direct snap to Edwards, who's got a whole lot of space, and he's got some quick speed. And he gets past the first down marker and down to the 11-yard line. And that right there is exactly what we want to see as the Sharks knocking on the door, trying to go ahead in this game. And Edwards is super hyped about it as his last run didn't go so well. And it looks like he might have went a little bit too far, and the refs didn't like it. They throw the flag and say unsportsmanlike conduct. And that is going to be a huge penalty right there. Something that we really don't expect from a seasoned veteran like Edwards, but hey, made a mistake. Anyway, it's going to be 1st and 25, ball on 26. After having great field position, the Sharks are now at a huge loss as they go direct snap to Edwards again, who's going to break one tackle, and he's still running and gets up past the 20. So he tried to make up for that huge penalty right there. He got some of the yards back, but not all of them. So now it's 2nd and 16. Ball on the 17. 1:43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Tie ball game, 14-14. Vincent is back in the backfield. And it looks like they're going to go a handoff to Vincent on the left-hand side, who's got some blockers and got some space. And he gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. So it's now 3rd and 5. The Sharks are knocking on the door. They can smell the end zone. They just have to convert. We've been 3 for 8 on 3rd down conversions throughout this game. This is the biggest one yet. As we see, handoff to Vincent, who spins and is brought down. And he is well short of the 1st down marker. And the Cardinals defense is definitely showing out. I'm surprised they didn't get a flag thrown. But on 4th and 8, we see Coach Hughes make a big-time decision and take destiny into his own hands, going for it on 4th down. And we find Glover over the middle. Quick slant for a 9-yard touchdown late in this game. And he throws the Heisman pose as he should. Great route right there. And I told you, man, that quick slant in the 10-yard line is almost unstoppable. As you see, Glover right there ran the perfect route. Perfect throw by Lovelady. Touchdown Sharks. It is now 20-14 with a minute left in the 4th quarter. And Fenton puts the cherry on top. It's now 21-14. And the Sharks are looking to end this game with a stop on defense on this next possession. So with only a minute left in this 4th quarter, we're going to see Fenton line this kickoff, and he kicks it off, and it does look like it's going to be returned by 85, who might have some memories from that first kickoff, but he's found a little crease. He's broke one tackle, but then gets brought down quickly at the 24. So now with 57 seconds left on the clock in the 4th quarter in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, the Sharks are up 21-14. The Cardinals are looking to try and tie this ball game up as he finds St. Pro over the middle, but then he fumbles a football, and McKinley recovers, and there is no flag on the play, and that is going to be a Sharks turnover, a forced fumble recovered by the Sharks defense. And what a play right there from our big-time playmaker, Troop, our X-Factor linebacker. He knew this game was on the line. He said, I'm going to go take this game, and he did just that. The Sharks recover the football, and there's 51 seconds left. We are up 7 points, 21-14. All the Sharks have to do now is try to run this clock out as we hand off to Vincent, who's got a lane, and he's got some space, and he gets a 1st down and wisely stays in bounds to keep that clock running. And this game is looking better and better. The Sharks can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I got to go back to that last play by Troop. Man, what a IQ of 1,000 play right there to get the strip and put this game back in the Sharks' hands. As we see Vincent take another handoff, and wisely just stays in bounds, forcing the Cardinals to take their last timeout. And with only 40 seconds left in this game, you got to imagine we might see one more run by the Sharks offense. And we see exactly that as Vincent takes the handoff and gets brought down. It's 3rd and 2, but it doesn't matter. The Sharks are lined up in victory formation in our first bowl game ever. And we are going to walk away with the dub, the trophy, the title, the respect, all of that. As Lovelady takes the final knee in this game, the Sharks are bowl game champions. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl champions of 2023, man. Give it up for the Blue Sharks, man. They played one heck of a game. And you can see, man, the celebration is beginning now. We got the Shark faithful out in the stands going crazy. Listen, it was a good game by the Cardinals, man. We definitely got the game we expected to get out of them, man. They made it competitive, but the Sharks came out on top, and we are champions. As you can see, we got the Guaranteed Rate Bowl 35th annual trophy. We can see the Blue Shark looking real good on that thing, man. And that right there is going to be super clean in that Sharks trophy case. And so just like that, man, the Sharks' first season has come to an end, putting the bow on top, man, winning the Guaranteed Rate Bowl game. I am super proud of this team, man. And if we take a look at the final standings in the Pac-12, the Sharks actually finished 4th in the conference, with only that team up north, USC and Oregon State, ahead of us, finishing off with a total record of 8-5. And in all honesty, man, I really feel like the Sharks exceeded expectations, man, in this first year. As you can see, this conference is loaded with good teams. USC being one of them, and they had what ultimately would be the Heisman winner, Caleb Williams, walking away with the Heisman Trophy. Had a phenomenal year, threw for almost 4,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions, 78 completion percentage. The dude was absolutely balling. Can you imagine the Sharks beat this team? Granted, Williams was hurt in that game, but hey, the history books is not gonna reflect that. But anyway, man, we see the Maxwell Award. Caleb Williams also walks away with that one, but we do see our very own Jared Glover finish second in the Maxwell race. So this lets you know, man, we have some really good players, man. We have some dogs on this team that honestly overperformed, man. I knew we had some good players to start the season off, but they definitely did their thing and even walked away with some hardware at the end of the season, man. So as we kind of skim through some of the other award winners, man, we don't really have a whole lot of other Sharks that were mentioned on an individual basis, man, but we're super proud of this team, man. Like I said, for the first season, for the first year, for us to be even in conversations such as the best receiver, the Blitnikoff winner, man, and our guy Jared Glover, that's an accomplishment in itself. Something that Coach Hughes is definitely going to be proud of, something that we're hoping to build off of for next season, as we don't know yet if Jared Glover is going to return to Seattle, man. He does have the option to, you know, take his talents to the NFL draft, and nobody would blame him for that, man. He had an incredible year. Like I said, he's only a junior, so he does have another year left if he wanted to come back with the Blue Sharks, but that's yet to be determined, man, so we'll see. But anyway, man, you can see some of the other award winners throughout the rest of this season, man. And listen, I know we don't see a whole lot of names on this board that are from Seattle, but listen, man, the recruiting doors are always open. If you think you got what it takes to help take this program to the next level, and yes, I'm talking to you, let me know right now down in the comment section. Let me know your player build, your name, your model, background story, 40 times, all of that. We are accepting walk-ons, all recruits. Listen, Coach Hughes want to see you on the field, and I want to see you on the field. So listen, man, we are definitely excited for what's to come. Putting an end to season 1, man, an accomplished season, as we see the best coach award. And Coach Hughes wasn't anywhere on that list, and he's definitely going to take that personal. So season 2 is going to be even better, man. And so now we're going to transition and to look at some of the All-Americans from this first season, as we see Jared Glover definitely made that first team All-American selection. And surprisingly, we actually had a couple other players on this list. One of them, a lot of them being on the offensive line, as you can see, Trent Williams, our left tackle, 6'7", 295. Sheesh. He actually made the first team All-American. You know, that left side of our line, we knew it was going to be decent. We didn't know they were going to be this good. But yeah, we see Williams in there. We got Josh Carey, who actually made the first team All-American as well. So that's very encouraging, man. Like I said, this team has definitely got some upside. And like I said, man, if you think you can be on this list for the Seattle Sharks next year, let me know. We're definitely going to try to get you in here, get you on the game, man. And like I said, when we first started this dynasty, when we first started this series, we're just trying to have some fun, you know. So as we look through this All-American list, I hope you guys had some fun along the way, man. And we're just going to keep rocking. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and transition into some contract talk for our guy, Coach Hughes. And listen, man, this is what the board had to say. Congratulations, Coach John Hughes. The Blue Sharks are impressed with you and would like to extend your contract 4 more years. And so now we're weighing out the options. We saw some of the team goals throughout the season, beat primary rival. We weren't able to do that, but we did receive a bowl bid. And surprisingly, man, we did beat USC, finishing out with a record of 8-5, 2-0 against top 25 teams. That right there speaks for itself. Anyway, man, we got 1 bowl bid. And so now we even see 1 star added to our team prestige, man. So like I said, man, the Sharks are doing big things. And so we are going to go ahead and accept this contract extension, because why wouldn't we? We love the Blue Sharks. We love Seattle, man. This is what we're here for. But anyway, man, like I said, there's a lot of upside, and we already got probably one of the best recruiting classes coming to Seattle next year. As you see all these names on this list, man, this is now. This is the players of the future, man, and they are looking to make an impact. I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to see these guys in that shark blue uniform taking the field. So listen, man, if you enjoyed season 1, let me know right now. Comment right now. If you enjoyed season 1, let me know, man. We put a whole lot of hard work into this first season. We ended up on top, man, champions. So listen, man, that is going to wrap up the first season, man. I hope you guys had fun along this journey. And listen, like I said, there is bigger and better things coming in season 2. So keep it locked, man. Keep it locked and let me know. So look, man, if you did enjoy this series, this first season, go ahead and drop a like on the video, man, and subscribe to the channel today. And remember, A little bit every day goes a long way. So once you take that first step, don't look back. I'm IC3 3000 to be exact. I hope I see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, well then go ahead and run this one back.